Hey, I'm Leah from the Clarity Crew. I help people who are tired, overwhelmed, or not feeling themselves learn how to rest deeply, reset their sleep, and feel grounded again without needing to turn their whole life upside down. So if you're new here, make sure you hit like, subscribe, or turn on the alerts so you don't miss any of my future videos about sleep, stress, and well-being. Today, let's talk about a question I hear from so many people, especially those doing all of the things right for their recovery, but they're still feeling stuck. So whether you're managing an injury or you're dealing with a chronic condition, or you're just frustrated by aches and pains that won't budge, there's a piece of the puzzle that often gets missed, and that is sleep. Let's be honest, most of us have tried tweaking our training plans, cleaning up our diet and adding more supplements, hoping something will finally shift. But what if progress isn't about pushing harder or doing more? What if the secret to real recovery is hidden in something we already do every day, but that we rarely prioritize? Let's dig into why deep restorative sleep is so critical for true recovery, and how poor sleep can quietly stall your body's healing, no matter how disciplined or committed you are. Sleep is often described as rest, but it is actually one of the most active periods for your body when it comes to healing and repair. While you're asleep, your brain cycles through different stages, most importantly, deep, slow wave, and REM sleep. So during deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which drives cell repair and muscle regeneration. Your immune system gets to work, inflammation is regulated, and tissues are rebuilt from the micro tears and stresses of daily life or intentional exercise. Research shows that lack of quality sleep actually increases pain sensitivity. It prolongs injury recovery, and it leaves you with lower reserves bouncing back from physical or emotional stress. According to a 2022 review in Frontiers in Neurology, when sleep is consistently disrupted, inflammation levels remain higher, which can make any pain or injury feel worse and extend healing time. If you're getting less than 7 hours of good quality sleep a night, or if your sleep is broken or restless, it can trigger a cascade of issues. One is impaired muscle and tissue repair. So without enough deep sleep, your body just doesn't release sufficient growth hormone, which is crucial for fixing damage. Another is chronic inflammation. So scientific studies link poor sleep with higher levels of inflammatory chemicals like cytokines. So this means slower recovery from everything, sore muscles, surgery, or even just everyday bruises. Heightened pain sensitivity. So research from both pain clinics and sleep labs confirms that ongoing sleep loss turns up the body's pain signals, making aches and injuries feel more intense. Immune fatigue. Your body fights infection and clears out old cells while you sleep. So when sleep is lacking, you're more likely to get sick or stay unwell longer, which can also set back recovery from exercise or injury. Low physical, what are we up to, 5? Yeah, low physical or mental energy. So even just a few nights of poor sleep can leave you feeling really flat, unmotivated, and less able to bounce back from setbacks. You might find it harder to stick to your rehab plan or just do simple tasks and end up feeling like you're running on empty. You don't have to have insomnia for sleep to throw you off course. Sometimes it's just those subtle signs like waking up feeling stiff or sore or just still tired that mean your body hasn't had a chance to repair at that deepest level. So let's talk for a moment about the link between sleep, stress, and inflammation. Studies published in journals like Sleep and the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine underpin what many of us feel. When we're stressed, our sleep suffers, and when our sleep isn't optimum, chronic simming inflammation rises. So sleep and inflammation have this two-way relationship going on. When you don't get enough sleep or your sleep is broken, your body struggles to regulate key hormones and immune messengers. This can mean lingering inflammation, more swelling, and an increased risk for everything from delayed muscle repair to flare-ups of old injuries. One study found that individuals who slept less than 6 hours a night had higher markers of inflammation and were more likely to experience ongoing pain after surgery or injury. In cardiac rehab settings, improved sleep quality has been shown to help regulate heart function, lower blood pressure, and reduce discomfort. speeding up the recovery process for the heart and the whole body. Here's an important point, especially for anyone who's used to getting things done by sheer willpower. When you ignore the role of sleep, you can accidentally slow your own progress, even if you're committed and motivated. Remember in cars when he said sometimes you need to go slow to go fast? Trying to rehab harder or pushing through an exercise program will only get you so far if your body doesn't have the quiet, undisturbed time it needs to rebuild. No supplements, no stretching routine can replace the repair work that only happens during sleep. If you've ever wondered why progress is stalled or why old injuries keep flaring up just when you think you're back on track, it's worth considering if sleep is that missing link there for you. So what can you do to help your body heal, especially if you're feeling discouraged about how slow your progress may be going? Here are some science-backed steps to reset your recovery. First, prioritize a regular bedtime and wake-up time. This helps anchor your body's natural rhythms, making it much more likely that you'll get those crucial deep sleep phases. Next, establish a screen-free wind-down routine. Digital devices and bright lights trick your body into staying alert. Try instead reading or some gentle stretching or deep breathing for 20 to 30 minutes before bed. Address any underlying stress, so calming your nervous system with some simple breath work, mindfulness, or even just some nice quiet time will really help shift you out of that flight or fight mode and into the kind of rest where real healing can happen. And also listen to your body. If you're tired, allow yourself to rest. True progress often requires us to slow down, not speed up. And also seek help if you need it. So if you're struggling with long-term sleep issues, aches that won't resolve, or you don't know where to start, don't hesitate to reach out. Sometimes small changes and the right support can make all the difference. The bottom line, sleep isn't just a nice to have. It is the critical, often overlooked foundation that gives your body the best chance to recover from pain, injury, and daily stresses. And when you nourish your sleep, you restore your energy, you regulate inflammation, and you allow every other healthy habit to work as it should. This is true whether you're a weekend warrior, a health professional, or just someone trying to feel better in your everyday life. If you want even more practical strategies, or you'd like to dive deeper into sleep and recovery and the connection, book a call with me or join me at our next workshop. We'll cover some realistic, down-to-earth approaches that fit with real lives, even when things are sometimes chaotic. So remember to rest, reset, and take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.